Let us pray for Angie. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. I don't think we've seen this red background before. Yeah, welcome back. It's Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. Blind. Yeah. Here we are. I'm honestly not too sure how to feel exactly. FYI, this is a new recording day. And yeah, I'm honestly not too sure how to feel. Like, I like Angie, and I didn't want her to die, but of the three, I was pretty convinced were on the chopping block. She is the one I like the least. Though, I will say something that caught my notice is that we evidently didn't find two bodies, and we have switched to deadly life, which has never happened before, which is interesting. Which, honestly, on one hand, great. It seems like we might not actually get a double murder this chapter then, but that absolutely petrifies me because I cannot imagine we're going to go the whole game without one. So if it doesn't happen now, it's probably just going to happen next chapter. And honestly, I'm scared. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, as I said last episode, if there are going to be multiple people who go, the other person's got to be either Tenko or Himiko. I can't really see it being anyone else. Oh, well, I mean, I can, I guess, but I've just got this gut feeling that it's gonna be one of them, leaning towards Himiko. Atua, please take care of Angie.
It can't be. Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have a tour with her?
You don't know? Clearly she did. Jesus Christ. Maki, can you not be a little more delicate with him? I mean, to be fair, I know I did bring this up last investigation, right? That with Kaito and Shuichi, they were both good cops, so I guess we need a bad cop in our friend circle here. I guess friend triangle. Weird. That's not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua. Yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. God, I'm still really confused about the wax effigies being hung up as well.
Really?
Wait! This is part of the killing game? What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way!
But why would someone do such an awful thing? Oh, would you look at that? She died at nighttime. What do you know?
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
Could it be? It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but one of them!
Uh-oh, you found me out. Oh, God.
Oh, a vomit-soaked entrance! How novel! And the puke is green again, too! That's a pretty ominous sign! Oh, why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monitor? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
Don't worry. Overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far. Yes. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Well, I mean, yay and nay, you know? It's much easier to get along with everyone when there's less people. But, but I mean, yeah, otherwise, I think it's only been circumstantially true. Like, Shuichi, Kaito, and Maki, for instance. Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together.
Oh, but how?
So, let's get started. Conduct a friendly investigation. Then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh no, it's still the Monokuma file.
Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony? Oh. By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days.
No, well, not with the kids, Monotaro. You see, it's way cooler to be edgy and be like, dude, I want to die. I'm so depressed. You know what? I pulled a lot of faces there. It was largely just sticking my tongue out and, doing like the rocker finger pose. But, yeah, you get what I mean, right? Exactly, Monophony.
Ah! More green puke! This is really unlucky.
Oh. Thanks, guys. You're really doing good for us.
As there is no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So, everyone, we all know what we need to do, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies. Not Gonta! No way Gonta ever get used to this! Yeah, well, I don't know. I think there's pros and cons to not getting used to it.
And trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Maki, she's aware, but like, I feel like in this specific circumstance, it's a little bit different, That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice. That's true. But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Andy's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Alright, bro. Counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together. Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito? Yeah, we seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
The culprit? Is it really someone? Yeah, is it really someone among us that killed Angie?
I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that titled line every time?
Oh, no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Oh my god, Kaito.
What? Shut up already.
It's her fault! Some scary stories out of nowhere like that! saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright? Sure. Sorry, Shuichi, I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Kaito left. Still a bit wobbly.
Do a good job. The coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around.
Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
You've clearly settled right into your role as sidekick. I know I read that wrong, but I just didn't really fancy rereading it.
It's okay.
I don't need him giving me orders. There's so few people left. And I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
you're right.
Yes, let's take a look. The victim is Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. Body was found in the ultimate artist's lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. Cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Ooh. I mean, it's usually pretty quick, but, like, borderline. Well, I suppose it depends where you stab, right? Because if you, like, sever the spine, that's an instant death, so at least you didn't suffer, but, I mean, if it didn't, then ouch. The forehead also has a laceration. You sure about forehead? It looks like the things on the top of the head. Monokuma File 3.
Monokuma file included the time of death this time.
Yeah, I mean, when it's at night and we weren't doing anything, it kind of does open up pretty much everyone. And it was after we did our thing, obviously, because we met Angie when she was alive. So it's like no one really has confirmable alibis, I don't think, which, you know, interesting. It's the first time this game where alibis might not be that important. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. Yeah, we probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
So, the murder happened at night time after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Adora said.
What good will saying that do?
Ooh, excuse me. So I had quite a lot of juice before starting this, and I'm definitely going to need to be drinking some water real soon, I think. Already getting a bit of a parched throat, and I think it's because I had that drink beforehand.
What good will that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council? That's... We should go and figure this out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore. What?
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else. It's too much of a pain.
What was that?
And why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie? You know what? Maybe now's not the best time for that, Miu, but, not a bad call, I guess?
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty, no?
What do you mean, try the resurrection ritual?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie.
You see.
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child.
Ah, right. Okay. So, I mean, he did talk about this a number of times. I probably shouldn't be surprised that it's come up here, but I'm still somehow surprised that it came up here. Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation. For our investigation?
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
Well,
First, a resurrection ritual, and now a seance. Are you messing with us?
understand.
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times.
Many times?
On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
I mean, I guess. I was gonna say, why not just, like, do a seance? If you really want to do a seance, why not do it for someone who's already dead? But I guess doing it now would also, like, be helpful.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
No, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
Are we gonna get Ace Attorney up in here? We really gonna commune with the dead?
My earlier theory.
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Angie herself.
Incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. No, I mean, the logic behind everything he said checks out. It's just the logic of the initial act. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight the occult with the occult.
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
How exciting.
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway. Huh? We haven't even started.
I'll help too. Huh? You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes. I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
do whatever you want.
Oh, wow. Didn't even get immediately shot down. That's...
Okay. I will.
Yeah, she knows how weird it is too.
So now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short.
Fine, then Keyboy can come too. Whoa! Kokichi, did you just call Kibo a person by association? Oh, look how far you've grown, you little stink bag.
I guess we can't be picky.
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it?
How about your lab?
No, in order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then how about the empty rooms?
That's
Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor? The floor we are currently on?
There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
I agree with Himiko.
tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
I see, yes.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab.
Are you really going to do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost.
Well, can't say I ever thought this would happen in my Danganronpa game, but I suppose weirder things have actually happened, so... And I mean, there was that one time Kamaru was possessed by a ghost, so I guess it also wouldn't be the first time this happens. Or a seance-y sort of thing happened. Kyoko, Kichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene. Are they serious about this stupid seance? Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do.
Nice.
Cue the music. Oh, brilliant! Okay. Right. So I don't have immediate thoughts, I'm not gonna lie to you. We haven't really seen anything. The only thing we've seen is that Angie has 2 wounds and these thingies are hanging up that I can't look at? Yeah. Oh. Weird, okay. Maybe they're part of something else then. But... Sorry, I should not have started that sentence fully intending to drink water before I continued. Oh, jeez. Not even that thirsty. I just really wanted to go, apparently. With that. Oh. Yeah, there isn't really anything that stands out to me right away as being like, I bet this could point to someone. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, not seeing anything like that right off the bat. But of course, we haven't really seen anything at all. I suppose I should mention this. I was sort of worried at first that maybe that overall it seems more likely that someone not on the student council killed Angie, right? Like, that makes sense. But equally, that might narrow things down too far. Because I don't think it's going to be Kaito. It probably won't be Maki. I highly doubt it was Shuichi. So that's already 3 from that, group. And then that leaves us with only 3 more. Kyo, Miyu, and Kokichi. Sad as I am that this is the case, I don't think it's going to be Kokichi. Kyo... maybe? But if we really are going to do this seance, I'm going to say no, because if we did, he'd just be sabotaging himself. And then Miyu... I don't really see a motive for her. To be fair, I don't really see a motive for anyone right now, because our motive was so weird. But, in saying that, I can see a motive for... I think there's literally only one person who has a motive to kill Angie, and that's Tenko. And that's... Tenko didn't do it. There's no way she killed Angie. We already went over this last night, quote unquote, with her. It's just against her principles to kill. So, I'm gonna say probably not her. But then it's I can't really imagine anyone else on the student council would kill Angie. Definitely not Himiko. Definitely not Gonta. I don't think Kibo. Maybe Samugi, but that's more a case of I think she's the most likely of the least likelies, which isn't very high. So ultimately, I sort of feared right off the bat, transitioning from yesterday to today, that Miyu and Kyo might be our only potential suspects. But to be fair, we have so far had, I guess, curveballs? should I say, when it came to the murderers. Because, like, sure, I guess Kurumi was going to be the murderer last time, but that was purely on, like, a story basis, not anything to do with evidence. It was one of those things that was sort of just like, all the pieces come together, and although at first glance you don't have a motive, it was you. So, it kind of feels like we're gonna be doing that. So that does open up the door a little bit more, I think. Still, regardless, I don't think Himiko or Gonta would have killed Angie. Nor do I really think Kibo would have. But I suppose I do need to keep all avenues open, you know? So, I guess the only suspects are Miyu, Kyo, Tenko, and Samugi. I don't really... I don't know who would be the most likely there. I certainly know that the least likely would be Tenko. But, well, I feel like her and Samugi are kind of like tied that. I don't know. I honestly don't. I just sort of feel like. I don't know. I don't know. The more I sort of think about it, the more I'm thinking, I feel like they're going to throw us a curveball and it's going to be someone on the student council who killed Angie. So, I don't know. But, I mean, considering the fact that they're alone, I sort of narrowed it down a shit ton. Maybe they're going to pull something big and different on me. I don't know. Who knows? For all I know, this was a suicide, you know? Maybe even it even was the transfer student. I have literally no idea. This busty, brainy beauty has this all figured out. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is? Huh? The culprit? Oh, fuck that!
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Well, yeah, we gotta listen to everyone. You never know who's gonna have good info. Hey! Wait! Wait, god damn it! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen. Okay. Twisted my arm. Well, if you're gonna... Nice. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell ya. You better thank me for this.
I have no idea how to deal with you.
I know you're all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? Jesus Christ, fuck that sentence up like 4 times.
They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
But I figured out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Diversions?
Yeah, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something. You know, it's actually not a bad idea, Mia. It's very possible, because it's a very weird, standout part of the scene. It's a very, very good way to distract us from something else.
What do you mean by that?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
Hey, look, Mew. Just because me and Kaito are getting a bit close, just bro things, you know? You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
Huh? That was her problem. She on the rag or something? Mew. I'm speechless. So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? Yeah, the resemblance is pretty uncanny. I say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's see how detailed these really are.
Hey! You tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
What one? There's two. Well, I guess Kurumi's wearing a dress, so I guess it was Kaede. Extra bad for Shuichi, Miyu. What are you doing? Stop that! What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. What? Do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? You like wax dolls so much? Then go fuck the doll already! Yeah, well, very Miyu. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. Yeah, well, thanks, Miyu. Thanks.
I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Well, I guess she's not. Tenko?
No, it's not like I have proof or anything. But earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
So you suspect Tenko?
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And she did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
But, I mean, clearly this death happened after we saw her, and, I mean, Angie seemed to, pretty handily come to the conclusion that Tenko was no longer on the council, so...
Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
True.
And that would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here.
So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Samugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious.
Yeah, certainly the one most likely to have a motive, but I don't know, it just completely goes against her personal, creed, you know? Or morals, as I'd said earlier. A murder at night time is strange. Impossible, even.
Why do you think that?
Because student council made rule that we no be outside during night time. Oh, Gonta. Poor, sweet, innocent Gonta. You simply don't understand. No one in Danganronpa respects the curfew. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at night time. Oh, Gonta.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But Tua's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night.
Huh? He was? Oh, Gonta, you poor boy. Poor, clueless boy. No way. Student council would never break own rules. Oh, he's a good little council boy. Oh, I mean, I shouldn't have expected any less from you, Gonta, but still. They should have been asleep in their rooms. You set good example to others. See now that's how you should have handled it, Gonta. Unfortunately, Angie wasn't really interested in doing things like that. But see, Gonta, you'd make a great leader. Maybe Angie got attacked while she asleep in her room and get brought here. If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw her. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. Aww.
I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. I mean, I did it, so I'm pretty sure anyone will.
Alright, Maki. Anything for me?
I just want to confirm something.
And what's that? That you're the new sidekick? Well, maybe.
When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive.
We should probably take a look at the front door then, right? I know it's something you can look at, so...
I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it.
Yeah, just because. I mean, you know, we like to do the body last, so good to get it all done now.
It really is locked. The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock open. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock.
Click, click, click. Clack. There, open sesame.
So, he picked the cylinder lock open. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The monocubs took the key.
So now we just need to know everyone who can lockpick. Thieves, I'm looking at you. Tush. Well, I guess that's lock touch, but da-da-da-da.
Okay, here it is. But there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside.
Beep boop. Let me see that key.
Monodam swiped the key from Monopoly and lifted it to his mouth.
Nom.
Ah, he ate it.
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right?
Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. And someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. Now the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors.
Ooh, we can have a locked room murder mystery? I guess, yeah, because it was, you know... Did they say that the back door... I think they said the back door was locked as well, right? Oh, maybe I should look at both doors then. Yeah, well, maybe I won't need to look at this door at all then if Maki just filled that in for me. I'll take a look at it anyway, though. Front door.
It's unlocked, but I think there are still things here to investigate.
Okay, yeah, that got the door for us. So we'll take a look at the back door as well, just in case.
This door is the lab's back door.
And this door has a sliding lock and it's still... This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Oh, wait, what's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock.
Oh, shit, baby. It's gold leaf.
Gold and shiny. Could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
You want to unlock it? Yeah, go ahead, do what you want.
I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the golden parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click!
Okay.
Just as I suspected. This lock will slide without much effort. Click! Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue.
Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty fucking weird, but...
The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered...
Oh, sorry, I got sun in my eye. Oh. Somehow. Past glasses.
But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right?
Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yeah, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the monocubs, so both doors can only be locked from the inside.
But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab, so he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves. He's clearly suspicious.
He's always very suspicious, although you raise an interesting point there. that outside of plot convenience, he just so happened to show up.
It is suspicious, but the solution seems a little too convenient.
If only, am I right? Okay, next we can only look at Angie and... Okay, maybe not. Angie's body and... is that the Necronomicon?
Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room. That's not true, she's on her side, but whatever.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body.
Well, to be fair, Shuichi, you were kind of like that in case 1 with Rantaro.
She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin.
Okay, so now we can look at the effigies, Angie's body, and the Necronomicon. Okay. Let me, be with you guys in a second. I just want to grab a drink. Lovely. Right, we'll look at Kaede last, and I guess we'll just loop around, make it look at least somewhat cohesive. Start with Rantaro and with Kaede.
The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. The ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
Sorry, I was like, do those just go up forever? No, you can actually see there where they hook over.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these out of wax.
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so. And that means there won't be much of a clue.
Oh, rope are very key. Oh god, excuse me. Keo. Were you using the wax dolls, you slimy bastard? Like, if you get it, you get it. But all I'm gonna say is innuendos.
I believe so, and that means there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes.
Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of a manhole.
Actually, brilliant idea, Maki. All of the death supplies have come from there, you know what I mean? But I suppose it also has a lot of, like, helpful things, so I guess they wouldn't be able to.
The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for a murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
And the effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too.
The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual?
I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy?
Right, if they're going to do this much work, there has to be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely?
Yeah, I guess it is always possible that we have a bit of a Byakuya Chihiro situation, eh? But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that would probably count it for all of them, right? I feel like, yeah, maybe I'll look at all of them just in case. Okay, yeah, no, this is pretty much the same dialogue. Well, I mean, it's a little bit different, but still. Can we look at the katana? The gold leaf katana? So, I suppose the little hint, nudge, nudge is that whoever held this katana touched the back lock, which I guess means they probably exited from the back door. Which might imply that maybe the back door was even open. And like that's sort of how the well, I suppose this could go for a couple of things, eh? If they were a student council member, then, you know, Angie let them in, locked the lab up behind them, they killed Angie, then they just and left. Oh, but actually no, because both doors were locked when we came here, right? Ooh. Actually, yeah, that is a bit of a tricky situation to get around. It does add some credence to that lock-picking theory. I think it's a little too easy, especially considering that we've brought it up pre-trial. But yeah, that does add a little bit of credence to it, at least.
A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Who did this and why?
Let me see.
Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene.
I mean, yeah.
Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
And blood on the tip. Okay. Involved in the murder, to be fair, probably what stabbed her in the back of the neck, let's be real. Well, yeah, probably, because like, that's not very far down, right? And it's not like across it, so I don't think it's like the laceration to the forehead, right? That doesn't seem quite right. So, yeah, I guess it would have to be the thing that was stabbed in the back of Andy's neck. But hey, actually, this sort of leans into what I was about to say, that yeah, preserve the crime scene, but also sometimes you gotta mess with the crime scene a little bit so you can actually find your evidence, you know? If something's hidden in plain sight because, you know, your killer knows how the police work, then, well, could miss something big. Oh, shit, sorry.
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume it's the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But why would they go through the effort of using this as their murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be?
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Yeah, that does check out a little bit. But what does that imply? It seems to imply either this was like unintentional, I guess, but also no. Maybe it was a bit spur of the moment.
Or maybe they needed a longer weapon like this.
A long weapon?
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure if one of them have found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since. Which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway.
Yeah, I mean, a big sword is big. It's not a very innocuous weapon.
I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was.
And actually, Angie had a similar comment to what you just said, Maki, about, don't really know how Monokuma figured that out about me, but, which I feel like the fact that they repeated that, it's probably important.
But how did they know all this?
Anyway, the gold leaf on his katana flakes off easily. And it's all over my hands now.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later.
Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
I'm going to put the katana back where I found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Thank you.
Aw. That was very nice, Maki. Very considerate of you.
I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon?
Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. It didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
True, we should.
The ultimate anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room.
Go leave katana. Well, then we'll look at the Necronomicon. It is the Necronomicon, right? I'm pretty sure I already checked this, but yeah, it is the Necronomicon. Never look at Angie. And then I guess we'll probably be done for the episode, so I think we'll be done with the art lab.
Oh, this book!
The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive. The Necronomicon.
I mean, I still, kind of have in my head, why would this be a motive? But I guess actually in this specific circumstance, again, somewhat circumstantially, this could work as a motive, right? It would be very targeted, but I think it could work, right? So, with the current Angie atmosphere, if someone disagreed with her choice on who to, resurrect, they might try and get the Necronomicon to stop her. Because obviously, she wasn't really stopping any other way. The only problem with that is I'm pretty sure Shuichi would be the only one remotely interested in doing that. Because he's, the only one with a connection to anyone who's dead. I mean, to be fair, I guess Kirumi maybe, but I'm pretty sure we'd all be afraid she'd just try and kill us all again. I mean, maybe some people would empathize with Ryoma over Rantaro or whatever and be like, oh, Ryoma deserved another shot. He didn't deserve to be so sad. But, let's be real. If this motive were to work in the way I'm saying, it would be a targeted one. So, Shuichi would try and resurrect Kaede, Otherwise, yeah, I'm really not sure how this works as a motive, Because, I mean, in what I just described, it sort of works the same way as how I thought the cups pads might work, but...
And you tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if we look at this book, we should be able to learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look.
Oh, what wonderful art! Well, I mean, it's not in blue, it's in green, so I guess I'll just read this normally. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Or I guess actually I should be reading this in Monokuma.
To prepare an effigy for the dead soul you wish to contact, everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
Okay. Well, clearly then she didn't do it, did she? Because we still have the Necronomicon. But, that makes it extra weird, because the motive, the Necronomicon was even left here. Which, it seems like we've got a bit of a Celeste case, right? I have a feeling the motive might be kind of irrelevant. Which makes sense with this motive.
So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
Stupid.
And you really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this.
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out.
Yeah. Might not be a bad call on your part, Shuichi. And Angie, end off with you.
There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of her neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
And the killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead?
Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
It kind of is just like that Leon case, eh? Where it goes from like being the sheath as the weapon to the knife. It breaks Saika's wrist, knife stabs her in the gut.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these two wounds?
Forehead injury. Yeah, I was wondering about that forehead.
What's wrong, Maki?
Move.
Maki pushed me aside again and lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
And what's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
what is it?
Yeah, this is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here?
It looks like it's got her hair on it.
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
Bloody duct tape.
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
Well, that's true.
Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies.
Is that a wry smile you're giving us, Maki?
So don't beat yourself up over it.
God damn it. Guys. Someone really like Maki.
Well, then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Die.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, you dumb fuck.
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
You got a minute?
You don't need to apologize, I was joking too.
Oh, man. Oh, I kind of like these two's dynamic, I'm not going to lie.
Well, that didn't sound like a joke, though.
We've got to be done, right? No? Well, there's nothing else in here, is there? There's something else I've got to look at, then. Did I miss something at Angie's body? Need to, like, look at her head? Oh, no, it's another time where the pool of blood's the thing I've got to go for.
A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. Yeah, kind of. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
And this blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more.
Huh.
That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file.
Oh, I think she means when we found Angie. I guess that was just worded kind of awkwardly.
Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet.
Yeah, me either.
To think about all the evidence in combination, if we think about the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
I think so.
Like I'd know.
Who knows? He's certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless.
Anyway, that's my man right there. Let's continue. I think we've finished investigating everything for now.
Okay, well, I was going to say, great, end of the episode, just in time for an hour, but no, I guess we've got more dialogue.
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
You're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist's lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place.
Is something wrong,
By
Maki?
the way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it.
It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me.
Oh, Shuichi, you should have said that to her. I'm sure she would have appreciated it. Oh, that's the wrong button. Well, anyway, well, the episode there. In the next one, we'll go out and about exploring, and if most investigations elsewhere are any indication to go by, next episode might also just be an hour and a half, and we'll finish it. So, oh, hiccup. Yeah, that's great. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will get down to business. And, yes, on the brighter side, we'll get to spend some time with Maki, who I'm enjoying as the sidekick this time around. Interesting that we've had a different one every single chapter so far, eh? Kind of like it, actually. It mixes things up a bit. It's cool. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye.